Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm here with coach of the men's soccer team, Ray Bunch. Ray, thanks for joining us.
Our pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you. We talked last time about you traveling to JU this past weekend, and you did, and you came out with a big win. Talk to me a little bit about that game.
Well, as we said last week, it was going to be a tight game. That proved to be the case. We went goal down very early in the game. One halftime, 1-0. We were fortunate we scored very early in the second half. That gave us momentum, and then we were able to take advantage of that and score basically 7 minutes, I think, from the end, which was probably the longest 7 minutes in my life. But yeah, it was a very tight game, as they usually are.
What impressed you about your team most about that game in JU?
Well, obviously, we were talking before about character and confidence. To go down 1-0 so early in such a hostile environment, although I must say we had a good following from here. That was that really helped us a lot. But still to go 1-0 down and be 1-0 down at half-time to show the character to come back, that's the thing that pleased me the most.
Yeah, that's pretty resilient to be down one half and to come back in a close match with almost in the same team from the same city, kind of like a rival, and then you can actually pull your heads back up and finish the game well.
Well, especially, as I say, our record coming into the last couple of games is not the best, and confidence was very low. So, yeah, obviously that's a great positive, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going.
We've had a tough schedule. We had, started off a little slow, but the past two games we played arguably against the best two teams in the conference so far. How did you have this turnaround? What has changed with the guys? What's changed with them?
I think a lot of it is confidence. As I told you last week, on those games we played before, we played some tough teams, but we played as well as we played the last couple of weeks. But we've had breaks go against us. That's team scored the first goal. JU had a chance to score a second goal, and our keeper made that save. In the past, in the other games, we've gone 2-0 down, and then the heads go down. So it's really not a big difference on how we're playing. It's just things, things usually even out over a season. Yeah. And I thought we got some very bad breaks early on. So this is the season, this is the time of year you want things to break for you. So if that's the trade-off, I'll take that.
Absolutely. It seems like their confidence has grown. I think that has a lot to do with what we were talking about. I think it has a lot to do with them playing a lot better. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every win you get under your belt gives you a little bit more confidence, and that's what we hope. Now the key is not to get too overconfident. We got Lipscomb coming up. Lipscomb, I think, will pick third. So we played like we're going to play 3 out of the top 4 teams in our first 3 games. So we can't get full of ourselves. We need to go up and do a job at Lipscomb, and of course then we have Belmont 2 days later. So we can't really look ahead too far, and we just have to concentrate on Lipscomb next.
Absolutely. So you can make sure that we take one game at a time, keep that confidence, momentum going, so we can see some more wins out of this team. Then.
Exactly. I mean, again, we have to look at one game at a time. I told the guys on Saturday, go out, have a nice time, enjoy it for Sunday. We came back in today, and we basically got a few pitches with the Violet Cup, and now that's done, and we have to concentrate on the next one, because this conference is so competitive. Mm-hmm. Anyone can beat anybody on any given day. So this is, in the past we've ended up getting a couple of good results, and then we've switched off. So our first goal is to make the playoffs, and that's all we have to look at right now, is to try and make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, after we get there, then we can start looking how high we can finish. But right now, our ultimate goals: Friday night Lipscomb, and to get into the playoffs.
Absolutely. So, well, good luck on Lipscomb, and we will. We'll talk, I guess, hopefully after that, and maybe talk about another win, keep this momentum going.
I appreciate you having me, and thanks very much.
Thank you, Coach Bunch. Coach Ray Bunch for the UNF men's soccer team.